joining me on the program to have this conversation is Andrew Anathome, a concerned Nigerian and, of course, a political analyst, one who has advocated for peaceful coexistence in our great country, Nigeria, and looking forward for a better Nigeria. Thank you so much for joining us on the program this beautiful morning.
Thank you so much for having me once again.
Well, let's look at it. Well, the National Youth Leader of All Progressive Congress, APC, on Sunday tweeted, and it says that ASU strike will probably end at the end of July. It says students may return to school by July ending, according to Dayo Israel. That was what it said. But as reality is on ground now, what we have on ground is that these people, our students, our Nigerian youth, are indoor, they are at home doing nothing. What's your analysis on this journey so far?
Thank you. It's just quite unfortunate, and it's so sad that we find ourselves in this kind of situation. We're in the kitchen and we're hungry. You know, in this 21st century democracy, we are still agitating the students should go back to school. Where you see, if you look at developed nations and other climes of the world, they are begging students to come to the classes. But now students are the one begging government that please take up to school. But you wouldn't really blame them, because when you have a country that is being governed or that is being ruled by people who devalue education, who never value education, who never have interest in education, that's what you see. A country where you have a primary six holder, you know, leading PhD holders, that's what you see. A country where you have, okay, let's take the phrase, for example, when you see a sheep leading the flock, leading lions, the lions behave like a sheep, but when you see a lion leading sheep, the sheep behave like a lion. So that's the scenario we are in this country. So you wouldn't really blame the government, because the leadership, the people that pilot the affairs of this country, they are people that never value education. They never believe in education. They never believe in human rights. They never believe in equity, justice, and fairness. They never believe in content development. All they know is how to acquire money, how to steal money, how to mess up the government. All they know, all they care about is acquisition of power. Let's grab it at all costs, at all means. So nothing concerns them. So I'm not really shocked. I'm not really surprised that we are where we are as a people or as a nation. Now, you could imagine what starts me, what weakens my heart, and the sad reality is this. That even most of our students, that you see some of us who are the activists and go keep fighting for, some of these are students, you still see some of them at the front line, still even agitating for some of these old politicians. So it's a sad development that, you know, and these guys, they know what they're doing. They cause divide and rule. They understand the fact that, okay, when I create poverty amongst the young generation, when I create hunger among the young generation, when I throw little flocks on them, they still galvanize me. Look at old people that want to govern this country. It's young people that are even still agitating for them. That's how sad it is. Because there is hunger in the land, there's poverty in the land. So all these guys care about is, how do we govern this? How do we rule these people? Not how do we lead these people? So our future that is tied in the hands of people who don't value the future of the young generation, why do you expect them to place importance on us? We tie our future to their hands, and they never valued our future. It's quite unfortunate that they've used their future, they use the future of our father, and they're still trying to use our future, and they still want to use the future of our children yet unborn. And you expect some of us to fold our hands and keep quiet? The Minister of Education, what level of education has he acquired? All these are people at the corridors of power. Most of them, their kids, majority of them, their kids are not in this country. Even as little as councillors, they fly their kids abroad because they don't even believe in education. As an activist, we tried as much as possible to put modalities in place that will help correct most of these abnormalities, but this guy seems to pay deaf ears to them. Things are just going abnormal. The country is in chaos. Everything is in shambles. We're not moving forward as a nation. And we're folding our hands. You can imagine ASU is on strike, and these guys they're still having the guts to be campaigning. You still want us to vote for you so that we can still remain in perpetual poverty? Look at fuel scarcity everywhere. These guys, what are you campaigning about? Insecurity everywhere. You still want to campaign? These guys have been at home for a long time. Who do you want to hand over the future to? An illiterate? Children that you did not educate as the people you want to hand over the future to, they will kill it, they will destroy it. Because if you acquire the future to and hand over it to an unprepared person there, they can't manage it.
Well, it's a terrible one, and trust me, Nigerians are also concerned about it. But the Social Economic Rights Accountability Project and, of course, other relative agencies have also called on the federal government, especially President Muhammadu Buhari, to do the needful. Serap says that the president should probably redirect the presidency's account, probably the funds from that angle, and also look at the budget to see how they can address this particular issue. Do you think that, as we speak right now, money is a problem? Because I also know that so many other persons have come to the aid trying to negotiate with ASUA, but ASUA is saying no until the presidency, until the federal government address this particular issue before they come back.
One thing I want ASUA to understand is this: the president does not value education. He doesn't have interest in education.
You think so? Why did you say that? I think
so. If you have interest in education, the president should be sad right now that the kids, the owners of the future of this country, are home for years. The academic sector is broken.
This marks its 140 days. Today makes it 140 days. These people are the students.
That's what I'm saying. Now, what are you doing? No. These guys have been at home for going to a year right now, and nobody's saying anything about it. You're talking about you're negotiating with them. You're toiling with the future of your country. Do you know the price you pay for an illiterate? Is more expensive to be an illiterate. It's more difficult to manage an illiterate. It's very risky to have a flux of illiterate in your country. The reason why you see most other developed nations are getting better is because they place value on the young generation. It's because they place value on education. It's because they place value on technical colleges. So who are we going to hand over this country to? The people that you never trained? The people, young ones, you never educate? The insecurity we're having today is a result of uneducation. Because the young people that are being used to perpetuate the insecurity everywhere. Because me, that is so enlightened, I understand what my future holds. You can't expect me to go and carry gun or to go and carry arms. You can't use me because I am so exposed. Because I have people who are mentoring. Because I understand what the future holds for me. I can't even wait for you to slap me. I can't even slap somebody. Because I know I have a name to protect. I know I need to